Hey, here is another MP5 style gel ball blaster. I've shown some of these, but not for a while. So here we have a new version of it. The link is in the description. So this is from Amazon as well. And we're going to talk a little bit about this one. This is one of those that shoots 6 to 7 millimeter gel beads. So just make sure if you get this that you're aware of that and you don't try to use 7 to 8 millimeters in there, right? They're not going to fit. It's not going to shoot, and that'll be frustrating. So this is a fine gel blaster. It does work well. You just need to know that it's 6 to 7 millimeters only. I did talk to the seller about that, and they know, and they make sure that they sell additional 6 to 7 millimeter gel beads on here. So these are 6 to 7 millimeters. So they are available. You can get them on Amazon. Just be careful that that's what you're buying, because the majority of them out there are 7 to 8 millimeters. So we got that out of the way. Let's see what's included here, and then of course we'll kind of get it ready to go. So they give you some safety glasses here and a little fancier plastic than we've seen with other ones. So of course wear some sort of eye protection, guys. Don't be silly. You don't want to get hit in the eye with one of these, even if it's you know, one of the less strong ones. It's still going to hurt. It's still not good for you. So back to a grenade or pineapple style hopper, right? So everyone's familiar with that most likely. If you're not, this is where your gel balls are going to be stored. So after you soak them, you'll load this up. This mounts to the top of the blaster, which I'll show here in a few seconds. And then gravity just feeds them into the barrel. This is a very good method. It works well because the gravity-fed gel blasters have the least amount of problems of any out there. So they give you 5,000 of that special size. So if you get this one, I would probably go ahead and order a big bottle like this here so that you got tons of that special size. And if you have multiple blasters, keep those separate because they're not going to perform well in your other blasters that are 7 to 8 millimeters either. So move that over. I'm gonna have to soak those special because I don't have any of those like ready to go and laying around. So it's the same soaking instructions, 4 to 6 hours, plenty of water, big enough containers so they can grow to the right size. Then once they're grown, drain off that water, fill up your hopper, get ready to go. Never store gel balls in the hopper while it's attached to the blaster. If you take it off and close it up like this, that's all good. They should last you for a little bit. So yeah, there's no difference with these. They can't grow bigger than that 6 to 7, so don't worry about that. It'll turn out just fine as long as you give them the right amount of time and water and space. So we got your battery here, got your charger, same type of situation as all the others. USB charger, just plug this into any AC adapter that's 1 amp or greater. It's a 4-pin connection. Just gonna clip that in, charge it up. And this is just a single plug battery, so that's the same plug that we're going to use on the blaster end. So let's finish that up here. Your battery door, and this actually has kind of like a locking system, so you're going to push that forward and then flip it open. Harness is in here. We can only plug this in one direction. Plug that in, and then we get into the fun of fitting your battery into your battery compartment, which there's room in this one, but again, you do have to kind of figure out the best way to put it in. Close that, and then you push that forward. That locks it in place. So there's your power button back here. I've seen people ask questions because they can't get theirs to shoot. They didn't realize there's a power button here. Just gonna push it. All right, and then we'll turn it back off. So don't forget about that. And obviously that kind of functions as a safety too. This is your bracket for attaching your hopper to your gel blaster. You can see there's an arrow on it, and there's a little button too. And push that button, line it up, and then we're just going to slide it forward. And there, you can see it's lined up, it's in place, it's ready to go. Once you have your gel balls ready, load that up, unscrew this. You're just going to screw it on the top. Of course, if it's full of gel balls, you're going to kind of hold it upside down while you do that. So I'm going to get these prepped and ready so I can make a video shooting this and we can test the FPS on it. So then I'll attach that to the end of this one. So this is one of those MP5 gel ball blasters that uses the 6 to 7 millimeter gel balls. So I showed you showed you it. I put it all together. I got it ready to go. I soaked the special gel beads. I got them separate, make sure I'm not going to mix them up with the other ones. And again, you can buy them on Amazon too. Just make sure that you look specifically for 6 to 7, as there are not very many, but they are there. So let's shoot it a little bit and let's test the FPS on it. So it's shooting pretty nice. It's actually shooting a lot harder than I thought. So let's see what kind of FPS we're at. I mean, it's consistently like almost to 160, which is actually really, really good for a top loader gravity fed blaster like this. So that's really impressive. You did notice, again, sometimes if you got to give it a little quick shake like that, that usually clears any problem if there's anything going on. That's not that abnormal for any of these top loaders. But if it's anything more than a quick shake like that, then there's something more serious going on, like your gel balls aren't at the proper size or anything. But this was hitting as high as like 175 FPS. So it's definitely strong. It is just one of those things where you got to remember, if you get something like this, you got to make sure you only use your 6 to 7 millimeters in it, because the 7 to 8 millimeter ball is too big and it just won't shoot. It won't really hurt it. It just won't shoot. So keep that in mind. So the MP5 electric gel ball blaster, let me know what you guys think about it. Again, put in, comments, questions. I try to answer every question that I can. Of course, I love the likes. And of course, I hope you're all subscribed and participating in all the Gel Blaster giveaways that I do.